respect each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings. Welcome to our tea. What's it gonna be? I'm thinking we can serve your tea hot. We can make it ice cold. We can put it in a shot. Or we can make it real bold. Oh, oh. Beef on top of beef. Oh, yes. Yes, it's getting messy. We having black tea. So won't you come and take a sip? We serving black tea, but be careful not to slip. Black tea, taste the drama real good. Do you want some black tea in the YT neighborhood? Truth is moving on them streets, but it's caught between them lies. Who be grifting, who cheats? Who be sending round them spies? Beef on top of beef all day, every day. Troublemakers put on display. Do you want some black tea? Won't you come and take a sip? We serving black tea, but be careful not to slip. Black tea, taste of drama real good. Do you want some black tea in the YT neighborhood? You feel me? Black tea, won't you come and take a sip? We serving black tea, but be careful not to slip. Black tea, taste of drama real good. Do you want some black tea in the YT neighborhood? Do you want some black tea? Won't you come and take a sip? We serving black tea, but be careful not to slip. Black tea, taste of drama real good. Do you want some black tea in the YT neighborhood? Black tea, black tea. Do you want some black tea? Yeah. When you don't know what you're gonna do, and you're down and out, they're there for you. They be at the spot, they care for you. Oh, where for you? Yeah, they there for you. When you got good news, they went with you. Got your different views, still in with you. They stay with you, every day for you. Through the highs and lows, they stay for you. Oh, it's so nice to feel. tick-tock and lock with
with
you.
you.
When things go wrong, they there for you. You haven't known them long and they're there for you. Always standing strong, they stand with you. So grand with you, yeah, they band with you. Oh, it's so nice to feel appreciated and to grow something real. We're gonna fight every fight as a collective. We're gonna do just what's right as a collective. We're gonna move as one, never quit till it's done. Stay focused and selective, Atlas Collective. We're gonna fight every fight as a collective. We're gonna do just what's right as a collective. We're gonna move as one, never quit till it's done. Stay focused and selective, Atlas Collective. Fight as a collective, do what's right as a collective. Fast one, won't quit till it's done. Focused and selective, Atlas Collective. It's so nice to feel appreciated and to know that it's real. We're gonna fight every fight as a collective. We're gonna do just what's right as a collective. We're gonna move as one, never quit till it's done. Stay focused and selective, Atlas Collective. Stay focused and selective, Atlas Collective. Stay focused and selective, Why did you deny me? You chose the lie created for you just to hide in. Why obsessed about surviving? Fighting over creation made for all to thrive in. When love speaks, you say you're listening. I wonder if you hear me. Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love. Was your heart ever my home? So cold that chaos sits on your throne. Stuck in a loop for how long? Your pride convinced the right is wrong. When I speak, you say you're listening. When will you ever hear me? Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love. Was your heart ever my home? So cold that chaos sits on your throne. Stuck in a loop for how long? Your pride convinced that right is wrong. When I speak, you say you're listening. When will you ever hear me? Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is complete, always enough. Love is love.
I gotta listen to that one more time. I gotta listen to that one more time before we start. This song
What
actually
do you
lifts me
deny?
up in like a I can't
You
even explain
chose
it.
the lie created for you just to hide in. Why obsessed about surviving? Fighting over creation made for all to thrive in. When love speaks, you say you're listening. I wonder if you hear me. Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love. Was your heart ever my home? So cold that chaos sits on your throne. Stuck in a loop for how long? Your pride convinced the right is wrong. When I speak, you say you're listening. When will you ever hear me? Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love. Was your heart ever my home? So cold that chaos sits on your throne. Stuck in a loop for how long? Your pride convinced that right is wrong. When I speak, you say you're listening. When will you ever hear me? Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love.
Hope everybody's doing great out there, feeling great. Um there's a lot of low vibrational beings that are in this world, and if you don't pay attention to it, they will latch on to you and siphon your energy. um in these days, especially, the next days coming up, try to stay out of low vibrational energies. Try to stay. They're going to try harder and harder now, you know now that we're, approaching this ascension, now that everything is taking place. Remember, time doesn't exist, right? Stay out of these low vibrational frequencies. They're doing everything in their power to put you in low vibrations. I promise you. Anywhere there's love, light, laughter, they are sure to come and try to put the vibration low. I promise you they will, right? And it ain't even like, to be honest with you, it's so like, I don't even think half the people that do it know they're doing it. I don't think half the people know they're doing it. The ones that know they're doing it, it's because misery loves company and they don't care that they're doing it. You know what I mean? And for the ones that don't know they're doing it, it became normal, because we're creatures of habit, right? So just stay out of these low vibrational frequencies. I promise you, they're everywhere. I promise you They're everywhere. We are not facing mankind anymore. Like you're looking like you're thinking like, oh, we're still facing mankind. We are not facing mankind anymore. We are beyond, this is energies and principalities that we're fighting right now. So, like when you look at what's happening in the world, the amount of chaos that's in the world, everything that's taking place in the world, you know what I mean? Stay out of them. They are working so hard right now. Negative is truly begotten negative. Do not look at people for the face that they are presenting to you, right? Don't look at them for the face that they are presenting to you. That is a falsified image if you're looking at the face that they're presenting to you. So, stay out of these energies. One thing I wanted to talk about, there's a lot of backdooring going on right now. If you look at the streaming world, like pay attention to the streaming world. There's a lot going on in the streaming world right now, and you have to pay attention to it or you'll get caught up in that wave. I promise you, you'll get caught up in that wave. People are taking people out. Low vibrations, um, oh, I'm looking at somebody trying to hold a live one. Um, Low vibrational entities are doing the most right now to try to stop high vibrations. I promise you. They are trying everything in our power to push us out of the algorithm. They are trying everything in their power to put negative notions on us, speak ill will, on us because we are the ones that are coming back to teach. We are the ones that are coming back to raise the vibrational frequency. So, of course they're going to keep on coming against wisdom, knowledge, enlightenment. That's what they're supposed to do, right? So don't be confused on their job. Okay, that's their job. We're all here on a particular path. You don't need a curriculum to know that you are part of the math. Cats think I'm delirious, but I'm so damn serious. That's why I infuse my soul to the globe. You know what I mean? Because I feel as though like we as a collective have a collective responsibility to want knowledge to be in this world. I feel like we as a collective has a responsibility to put knowledge back into this world, right? I think we are neglecting our true task here, what we're supposed to truly be doing here, right? And you got a lot of backdooring going on, right? And what I mean by backdooring is people are snuffing out lights, and you're thinking like it's a man or woman thing. You're thinking it's a black or white thing. These people that are playing are not looking at you for none of the stuff that you think they looking at. You know what I mean? They're looking at you for that light, snuff out your light. They're not finding the right one that they're look, this particular situation right here, right? This is Krishan gets a call, Ray J, Twitch live, right? So Ray J set up a Twitch with Krishan, right? Ray J wait till Krishan get there, and then he texts Whack 100 telling Whack 100 to come on through because he had Krishan up there, right? Now, everybody knows that they're beefing, right? And this is the bullshit that I'm saying. This is how you know he played a part in taking Whitney Houston out. You know what I mean? This is how you know he played a part in taking Whitney Houston out because he's still doing that same type of fuckery, right? He waited until he got her there, right? And then called. So Krishan did the best thing. I mean, whoever called Krishan right now while she was on stream kept her safe. Do you hear what I'm saying? Whoever called her while she was on screen on the stream kept her safe because now it's a conversation out there saying that you trying to set her up, so on and so forth. So now, guess what? You got to tell them to abort. Now you got to tell them, you get what I'm saying? Listen to this shit. Watch how Ray J fumble with his words. Watch how Ray J, no, I was just calling, telling him because that's my man's, and you, nah, because listen to this shit. And there was a lot more that went on to this. It was a lot more that went on to this. Like Ray J was about to end the stream because, you know, so on and so forth. Like there was a lot more that went on besides this. You know what I mean? Like first he was trying to hit on her, you know, and trying to hit and fuck, you know what I mean? And then like, listen, these people are snakes. They are slime balls and grimy as hell. They don't care whether they go viral for good attention or bad attention. They don't care. You got to remember, bad attention is better than no attention at all. So they don't care what type of attention they get as long as they get it. That's why he wake up, he like, oh, Ray J, you want viral? Was it a good or a bad one? Because he don't care. He just want the attention to be on him. That's why he get on here. He say the most asinine and redundant things, right? Oh yeah, I slept with Sexy Red. You know what I mean? Oh, I want to get in the shower with Kai Cenat and ISO Speed. You know, but on the other side of it, he's a snake. This dude is the grimiest of all grimies, right? Going all the way back to being Whitney Houston boy toy. This dude is a fucked up individual. That's why I was pointing out the conversation that he had with Nicki. Nicki is going against Rock Nation right now because of that whole title situation. You get what I'm saying? He knew that the title deal fell out. He knew that Nicki had got the email saying that they wanted to buy her title contract out and give her $1 million. He knew that they didn't give her the $1 million, but only gave her 24 hours to sign the deal. He knew all of this. That's why he was calling her on the back end. That's why he popped up on the live. That's why she was saying, like, you've been contacting me already. You already been contacting me. Stop trying to act like you wasn't contacting me. You just want to come up. You gotta mute when you come in. Yo, he's so deeply involved and they are setting people up. Remember, Wack 100 just got caught basically with a police badge in his wallet. You know what I mean? He's trying to clean it up and make it seem like it got something to do with Masons and a sticker, but it's not a Mason sticker. Like you can see the imprint of how long this badge actually been in his wallet. And he got caught showing this police badge, right? Like, this is some real, like into deep type shit. Like this can say that Wack 100 has been implemented, like has always been in the game, fucking snuffing people out. There's a lot of people when you go back and look at it that ended up out the way or in jail around Wack 100 and Ray J. And let's not forget the 2023 alleged investigation around them for Rico. And let's not forget how Ray J is using his girls club and the agency as a organized crime to basically attack people, so on and so forth. It was supposed to be Ray J runs the escort business in the industry, right? So Ray J uses the girls club and the agency in order to supply these that's why he got into that fight with Puff Daddy's son, because he knew that Puff Daddy's son and them was ordering these trans and so on from his agency, right? So he got evidence on them. That's why when it all hit the fan, he was pushing to try to get them locked up on the shit so that way they could take over. This was nothing more than an industry takeover. Like this was a group of people that was in the industry that decided that they wanted to try to take over that seat. Right? That's why everything fell out the way it fell out. They were supposed to be trying to push Puffy and Jay-Z off of the high pedestals that they on and replace them with the people that they wanted to replace them with. The business was still going to go on. This was just a turf war, if you would say. Yeah. So the people at the table decided that they wanted different people at the head of the table because the people at the head of the table wasn't doing what they wanted them to do. So they formed the Haku, right? But this is what we get to exhibit on the public side of it. This is the public form of the Haku, right? So now nobody really knows who's doing it. So Jay-Z got to step away from Diddy because this is coming off of Diddy's side of it, right? You know how you be like, yo, somebody in your organization is telling, right? And we know it's somebody in your organization because I only told you certain information and that certain information got out. So you need to clean up what the fuck going on in your organization, right? So everybody got to step away from Diddy until he clean up whatever the fuck going on. That's why you got the Gene Deals coming out right now. That's why you got the assistant. You've been an assistant for Will Smith for how long? 25 years. You feminine as hell. You could tell that you either was jealous that you wasn't getting Will Smith dick, because why would you be in the room with two men pounding each other out unless you standing in line to get next? That whole Will Smith assistant story seemed funny to me. You know what I mean? I think you in the room measuring their penis, talking about how big the Johnson shit is and how you know what I mean? So on and so forth. So yeah, that was kind of fishy, right? And then Gene Deal, the way Gene Deal acting, that's fishy. Gene Deal's definitely fishy, right? So that's why I say you gotta pay attention to this. This shit is not about the public. This shit is not about the kids. This shit is not about the victims, right? This is about them wanting somebody else at the head of the table, because they didn't like the people that was involved. I want you to really think about this, right? You go back and you look at Big Hungry CC and you go back and you look at his Instagram. He wanted to be a rapper. He wanted to be a rapper. He was dropping albums and shit, right? You look at Jaguar Wright. You look at Ronnie Slow, right? All these are the washed ups. They're the washed ups. Look at Mike, the music dude that got that big ass knot on his head. All of these are the wash ups, right? They are the ones who think that they can do a better job than the people that's doing the job right now. They don't want the system to change. They just want to be in the mix of it, out at the table, right? It's like when Trump said he was cleaning up the cesspool, right? Trump ain't want to clean up no cesspool. He wanted to be a part of the cesspool and was mad that they wouldn't let him be a part of the cesspool. That's the same thing that you see right now on the internet. A lot of these people are mad that they're not in those waters. So they like, well, I'll rough up the waters. I could do a better job than them. Put me at the table. Da-da-da-da-da. They all want a piece of the pie, It's Georgian Wheezies out there. It's a bunch of Georgian Wheezies. You know what I'm saying? Next time you see a black person acting, like they shit don't stink, just call him a George. You know what I'm saying? If you see a black woman acting like her shit don't stink, call her a Wheezy. Because these motherfuckers think they moving on up. These are the George and Wheezies. These are the Jeffersons of our, you know what I mean? Like, they don't want to get looked at a certain type of way, but they look at everybody else a certain type of way. They want to be accepted for themselves, but they judging everybody else. You got them in the world. Pay attention. But let's get back to this setup. Let's listen. Listen to this. Listen to this. And put the 1 in the chat to let me know that the sound is on, because sometimes it don't be.
So I guess switch religion and everybody just keep blowing my phone up on Instagram because I'm knocked out. And they like, Wack just posted or just said somewhere that he on his way up there, and Krishan say something about anything about Blueface, it's up and it's stuck. And I'm like, what?
I ain't mentioned him one time. She
Look. You hear Ray J? He already stuttering. Like. He not saying like, yo, I didn't do it. Like, yo, what the fuck he talking about? He's saying he telling on himself. He like, nah, because I just text Wack to tell him, nah, he was on some. Listen to this shit. Listen to how he fumble after he get exposed. And it's live. This is on a live, so he can't clean it up. He can't fix it. So he got to try to improv. A lot of these people that's used to acting, they're used to a script, right? So when something change in that script, right, they don't know how to improv. Like Martin Lawrence was good for an improv. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith, good for an improv. But these lessers right here, these dumbass, inequipped, like they try to stick to the script of what they put on the world stage, right? So when shit happens that's like unexpected, they don't know how to improv. So now he got a fumble. Nah. I was just calling to let him know. What would you be letting him know anything for? Why would you even be letting him know anything about Chrisean? Knowing the relationship with him and Chrisean, knowing that Wack 100 was the one that said she tried to take Blueface out, and he found the text messages that showed that she was trying to take Blueface out and all of that stuff. Why would you even try? That's the op. Right? You setting her up with the op. You calling her op, right? For clicks and views. So Wack could come up there. You can get a viral moment out of it. Possibly something else can happen. I don't know. But you're calling a nigga for a woman. Make that shit make sense, Ray J. You didn't say, Wack, get one of the girls up here. She up here now. You got Wack 100 talking about something. If she say anything, it's up and it's stuck. You a whole dude out here. Y'all don't see the shit that's going on out here. These people don't have no boundaries, no morals, no dignity, no nothing. Savage. Straight savages.
When we get there, we were supposed to mention him, but I guess they saying Ray J texted him while y'all was on Twitch and told him that you was up there. So
no, I didn't. She already knew. She knew he knew that she was up here.
Look how she fumbled. Look how he already she knew. Come on. Come on. This is a setup all day. This is a setup if I ever seen a setup. And then listen to how he changed. Listen to how his story changed. Like, no, Watt was texting me saying, like, listen to how his story changed. This is a setup. If I know a setup when I hear a setup.
Yeah, why would you have to text him and tell him that?
No, he was telling me to tell her to roll out because they got an issue. And I was like, and she was playing her gospel record. Plus, I really be into stuff, but Wack's like, yo, you my family. And in this situation, why do people think they take sides?
See, think about that. You mean to tell me you and Wack had that long of a conversation while she was there on your stream talking about you, my family, and we beefing, and you got to pick a side and so on and so forth? Why are you bringing up her gospel? Why are you bringing up anything? They're asking you, why would you text Wack while she's there? It doesn't make no sense to text her. You could talk to Wack anytime. Why would you text Wack while she? Oh no, Wack was saying like that. You know, what? Why? How are you just now having a conversation with Wack about Chrisean? Make that shit make sense, Ray J. They ain't just start beefing. Chrisean and Wack 100 ain't just start beefing. They've been beefing since the Blue House or whatever the house that was. So how he's sitting here trying to act like, oh no, nah, because you know you're gonna be back with Blueface. You and Blueface gonna be back cool, and da. And then she like, me and Blueface cool now. What are you talking about? Listen, this is a set up. One's in the chat if y'all think this is a backdoor. One's in the chat if y'all think this is a backdoor move.
No, I ain't that Wack my bro, but you a female, and I really like you, and I got respect for Blueface, and you and Blueface gonna be back cool anyway at some point. Me and Princess do. That's what I'm saying.
So I guess.
All right, I'm gonna play it through this time without interrupting.
And everybody just keep blowing my phone up on Instagram because I'm knocked out, and they like. Wack just posted or just said somewhere that he on his way up there And if Krishan says something about anything about Blueface, it's up and it's stuck. And I'm like, what?
I didn't mention him one time.
She was like.
Well, I guess he's saying when he get there, he's supposed to mention him. But I guess they saying Ray J texted him while y'all was on Twitch and told him that you was up there. So
No, I didn't. He already knew. She already knew. She knew that she was up there.
right, that's what I'm saying. Why would you have to text him and tell him that?
No, he was telling me to tell her to roll out because they got an issue. And I was like, and she was playing her gospel record plus. I really be getting into stuff, but Wax like, yo, you my family, and in this situation,
why do people think
take sides?
No,
I ain't got Wax my bro, but you a female, and I really like you, and I got respect for Blueface, and you and Blueface gonna get back cool anyway at some point.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
See? Yo, that's a backdoor move. That is a backdoor move. That is a backdoor move. Listen, I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how y'all say it. I don't care how y'all want to flip it, dip it, or rub it down. That's a backdoor move. And, it's just crazy. A lot of this stuff is just crazy that we keep on acting like we don't see it happening. I think that's the craziest thing is we keep on acting like we don't see it happening, right? Now, back in the day, it was a lot easier to, pull one of these moves, the wool over somebody's eyes. But now you got to work a little bit harder to do it, You can't just call somebody. Everybody's always watching. Somebody's always looking out. It's a good thing she got friends or fans or whatever it is that's making phone calls when Wack 100 posts something, because Wack 100 pretty much told on himself by posting that Ray J saying she up there or texting him or whatever. So that's ironic right there that all of these people are telling on themselves and exposing their next move, looking for clout. Yeah, I'm about to go approach this person. I'm about to go confront this person. I'm about to go. Listen, that's premeditated. That's premeditated bullshit. So y'all gotta pay attention out here, okay? Open your eyes, pay attention. We are not dealing with people. Don't look at the person before your face, because we is not dealing with people, okay? You gonna have to really have some discernment, some high levels of discernment, because we fighting demons.
Lately a nigga been fighting a whole lot of demons.
A lot of shit we do gonna have consequences.
But we gotta be ready for them. Emergency, I just got out of surgery. I'm having problems with my heart and it won't work. I did some shit in my past and it's cursing me.
We both on the same.
I'ma stay right here on this plastic, go take breath from me. I'm sipping this Henny, this pain, but it ain't helping.
My little nigga going against the grain and that's just stressing me. I pray to God, but God have mercy. I'm living a crazy life.
I just shot at a nigga for talking some shit on the gang. He
paid the price.
I was young in the rush for the money, my hunger for paper
saved my life.
And I should get saved tonight. If you
want to lick shit, we can get rich shit, we can get paid tonight. Dollar bill, y'all.
Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit. Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down. You'll do anything to get it, but when you gonna go out there? Shit, gotta think about it.
187.
Murder by eye, nigga. You killed the nigga, you don't know him. You gon' go to heaven. Gotta chalk that shit over, dog. Real talk. Hey. Fight my demons. So many demons. Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demons. It's me against these demons. Whoa, I'm fighting the demons up in this ghost. I'm fighting the demons, I'm on the road. Say cape with a beam up under my coat. Get hit in the spleen if you want to smoke. That money be green, so niggas don't go.
I'm looking so clean. I remember they laughed at me.
Gave me a ball, and nigga, they chose. Tables turn, that nigga, you go. My little nigga don't follow no code. Follow no code, no code. My nigga follow me like the Pope. I stand on my word and stand by the consequence. They say I'm heartless, thanks for the compliment. I see you dead, homie, other company. DMG gang, and bitch, we incompetent. Don't wanna hear that shit. I gotta kill that shit, lethally militant. I can get ignorant, we not considerate. Niggas do silly shit, we get the drilling shit. Guilty and innocent. Don't give a fuck about a bystander. I can pull up in the high stand. Don't take no slander. Don't take no slander. Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit.
Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down.
You'll do anything to get it, but when you gon' go down? Shit, gotta think about it. 187. Murder by you killed the nigga, you don't know if you gon' go to heaven. Gotta chalk that shit over, God, real talk. Hey,
Fight my demons.
Fight my demons.
So many demons. Me against these demons. Fight my demons. Fight my demons. Fighting mine.
It's me against these demons. Living life encased in the idea that my evil thoughts go unpunished. As I sort through the rubbish, my days of thugging get slow and rugged. Idolizing puppets who control the public like a controlled substance.
Fight my demons.
Bullets in abundance, anticipating what I know is coming. All of a sudden, my past is blurring, my future is sudden. Dark and muddy, hoping for Sunday, I'm still running. To find
peace. To find peace.
Fight.
Yeah, I think we all trying to find peace. You know, some people just got a different method to try to find it. You know, but these characters that we're running into, these personas that we're running into, look, they not real. I don't want y'all to think that these people are real. Like, these are character. Like, if you go back and really analyze the people that you know, if you go back and analyze it, you'll see that they're not real. You'll see, like, oh, okay, because you'll see they're not real. You'll see it. You'll be like, yo, like, you right. They're repeating the same things over and over again. If you look back at the, you know, different levels of, you know, the personas, they all the same, you know. I guess, you know, however you look at it, it's all coming out, you know what I mean? It's all coming out. The different shades of people, their true colors are showing, you know. Armand Wiggins out there, I think he might have had a diaper on, to be honest with y'all. I think Armand Wiggins might have had a diaper on out there, getting baby oil poured on him. And it's crazy, like, how people started searching for Tisha Tells out there, like how everything took place. Like, yo, it is madness. Crazy, because all of this is coming from YouTube. Like, all of this is coming from streamers, you know. That's why I say it can't be real. Like, have we come to a point in survival, you know, money, and now we don't have to worry about it. Let's be honest. Like, we don't have to worry about it now. You know, now we don't have to worry about it as much now. You know what I mean? With this new bill that's just been passed, this big, beautiful bill that's just been passed, you know, taking funds from Medicaid and so on and so forth. You know, after the 14th of July, we gonna be in for some shit. You know, that ain't even including September down the line. So, you know, in my mind, I'm looking to, because that's what Trump said. Trump said, I'm trying to get this done before the 4th of July, trying to get this bill passed before the 4th of July. And now that bill is passed. And now, guess what? I want y'all to understand something about this bill being passed. this bill being passed, we ain't gonna see the effects of this bill right away, right? We ain't gonna see the effects of this bill right away. We gonna see some of it, but the real effects we gonna see, further down the line. And a lot of the Democrats are saying this is a sellout bill. Like pretty much we just sold ourselves out, and our currency is going to change. All the banks already prepared for this change. This is why they took Visa off of your cards now. If you notice, at one point everybody had to get new bank cards that just had MasterCard on there. Visa only used in America, no longer accepted. However you look at it, the banks prepared for this. Everybody prepared for this. The only people that didn't prepare for it was us, right? We so busy in the entertainment factor, fighting each other, bickering with each other, pointing the finger at each other, right? We didn't even realize what was happening. So now when we transfer over to BRIC currency, and yes, it's going to seem like it's an even exchange because it's going to be like, refunds, like, oh, next year taxes, everybody's going to get, excess amount of money. But it's only going to be like that because the end of this year is going to get hella shaky, right? So by the beginning of next year, when it's time to file taxes, everybody's going to be in need. Everybody's going to be in need, right? So they are making preparations for the damage that they're causing and acting like they're helping at the same time, right? They're doing away with Planned Parenthood, Planned Parenthood plan, whatever it was called. And that was something that the Obama administration put in. I think Michelle Obama was the one who put in this Planned Parenthood. And I compared, some of the stuff on this big, beautiful bill, and literally a lot of the stuff in this big, beautiful bill is not doing nothing but attacking everything that the Obama administration put in. Go fucking analyze it. Go analyze the bill. This shit is not changing poverty. This shit is not getting poor people out of the poorhouse. This shit is not about to help our, elderly people. This shit is an attack on everything that Michelle Obama put in and everything that Barack Obama put in. It's nothing but a cover up to take that, what's that, Medicaid, Obamacare. This is some weird ass shit, like to take the titles, just to take the titles, take the name off the table. Look at the history that's already changed. Did you know that that trans that won all of those gold medals, that swimmer, do you know her name has been wiped out of the whole, like she never even existed, never won those awards, none of that stuff. Y'all better look into what's already changed already. Y'all got y'all eyes wide shut. A lot of y'all running around here with y'all eyes wide shut. Y'all don't even realize the bills that's been passed, all the shit that's changed already just within a week. Just within a week, so much has changed, right? Y'all don't even realize what the fucking fight is. Y'all don't even realize it. And y'all got y'all eyes wide shut because what's about to happen is two things. You're going to think that we're going against immigrants, so on and so forth, and that's going to be the big fight, and it's going to be a civil war. And then all of a sudden, guess what? Guess what? It's going to be a war against the community, LGBTQ, and then like, y'all don't see what the fuck is coming. They putting us in a fight with each other. They're putting us in a fight with each other. They're going to sit and watch us. But we going to be beefing with each other off of dumb shit. See, I realized something. I realized the world is messed up enough without us being cruel to each other. You don't think the world is messed up enough without us being cruel to each other? I don't think we need to be cruel to each other. The world's so fucked up that we need to just be nicer to each other. No matter race, color, creed, we just need to be nicer to each other. The world fucked up enough. Me being mad at you or me fighting with you or me, that's not helping the world already fucked up. I'm going to contribute by walking around with an energy towards you or having you walk around with an energy towards me. Nah, I'm good on that. Whatever color you are, however you was brought into this universe, nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here. Can we just start all over? You know what I mean? Can we fucking scrap the history books? Can we stop arguing over what was and start looking at what is or what might be? Huh? Nice to meet you. My name is Ralph. Just got here on planet Earth. Would like to figure it out. Would you like to figure it out with me? That's it. That's it. How you doing? My name is Ralph. Just got here to planet Earth, trying to figure it out. Would you like to partake on that with me? This shit is supposed to be a lesson. We supposed to be learning something from this experience down here. How? And maybe I'm not. If all y'all want to learn down here is how to hate, if all y'all want to learn down here is how to divide, count me out. Go ahead, beam me up, Scotty. You know, if that's all y'all want to do down here, count me out. I'm good. I'm good on that. This world is weird. This world is weird. Like, haven't we seen enough betrayal? Haven't we seen enough cruelty? I mean, look at the DDG and Reggie situation. We need some of these fucking elites to start selling us love. Can we get in touch with a Kai Cenat, a ISO Speed? Can we get a fucking Love University? Can we get a How to Treat People Right University? Can we get one of those type of streams? Let's get a fucking subathon of love. Like, give us a month of that shit. Why y'all giving us fucking months of chaos, fuckery, backdooring each other? Why y'all giving us months of that shit? Give us something different. You can't see that we yearning for something different. We don't want these fucking lustful ass individuals at the top. We don't want these greedy ass people at the top that think that they smart because they got money. No, DDG, you dumb as hell. You dumb as hell, DDG. That's why you in the position you in, DDG, because you dumb as hell. Fuck. Sitting there bringing up everybody else's name and a beef with him and fucking Reggie and then making it seem like it ain't him. Sitting there talking about people's dead relatives, but then be damned if somebody bring up his relationship with his son. Like, bro, this shit is weird. How the fuck is you mad at him because he don't want somebody scamming around him? Make this shit make sense. You mad at somebody because they choose not to have somebody around them as a scammer. You create a big ass beef with them because they didn't want to be around a fucking scammer. They ain't want somebody around scamming their supporters. That's what this whole beef is about. Yo, none of this shit makes sense. You got Baltimore beefing with Pontiac over some shit, over a moral compass that we all should have. We should all have a moral compass. You sitting there trying to act like you mad at her because she was getting a bag. No, he's mad at her because she was scamming people. Let's look at the fucking principalities behind it. It wasn't about the money. It was how she was going about getting it, right? So they keep on trying to be mad at Reggie because he has a moral compass. Because he said, nah, if I'm sending my supporters over there, then she's scamming my supporters, you know? And this whole fallout is about that. Because DDG think it's okay. Him and Dub think it's okay. They build their whole career off of scamming people. Even his brother's unaliving was a scam. How you go to your brother's funeral, but you promoting your YouTube at your brother's funeral? How you go to your brother's funeral and say, whoever knows something about my brother need to talk about it, and this person needs to go to jail. But you out here talking about something, you gonna put Reggie in the dirt and you hope his whole career fall off and so on and so forth. You didn't put you care more about your trash ass album than your own brother's unaliving, to where as though you gonna put the person who said that your album was doo-doo in the ground, but don't even want the person who took your brother out to be in the ground. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Your moral compass is fucked up. The real reality is he see Reggie getting traction. He see Reggie on good terms with Kai Cenat. He never been on good terms with Kai Cenat. In fact, there was 2-3 times that he was around Kai Cenat. The first time when NLE Chopper was on there, Kai Cenat ended up reading off the screen that DDG fell off. DDG was in his feelings about that shit. Mad, right? So, of course, DDG gonna keep bringing up Kai Cenat because his real beef is not with Reggie. His real beef is with Kai Cenat and how much motion Kai Cenat got, how Kai Cenat put everybody on, how Kai Cenat looked out for his whole team. That's his real fight. He's not trying to beef with Reggie. He's trying to build it up so that way when Kai Cenat go off, that's who he really want to beef with. That's why he keep on saying, like, yeah, me and Kai Cenat like his parents, da-da-da-da-da. So when Kai Cenat say, bro, stop fucking, get off my, you know what I mean? Now he can beef with Kai Cenat. You see what I'm saying? That's why he keep on bringing up Kai Cenat. That's why he keep on bringing up all these other people. It's because he bringing other people into the beef because this is who he really got the problem with. He really got the problem with Kai Cenat. He really mad that Kai Cenat got all that motion. He really a jealous ass, narcissistic individual that suffer from Napoleon Dynamite syndrome and think that he the shit because he a streamer that made it in the rap world, but you did it all off the back of your unalived brother trying to protest the shit that he was doing in the streets. And now you make it seem like you a gangster, but you've been a streamer your whole life. You ain't been in them streets. You ain't been doing nothing. In fact, you work with the police in order to get your brothers, so none of the shit that he's saying is real. That's why I say these are fictional characters. They play these characters. They get into these images, they get their money, and then they get stuck in that character, right? This whole idea, oh, now he gonna come back to the States and go to Baltimore, right? Now he gonna go to Baltimore. This is weird. Now he not just beefing with Reggie. Now he want to beef with the whole Baltimore. He bigger than the whole Baltimore now. This is weird. This is why Reggie say, I'm not trying to get my peoples involved because I got some real hitters behind me. You know what I mean? Because Reggie from the streets. Reggie dad is a real, is really heavy in them streets, right? So you not just talking to a regular person, you talking to somebody who showed his people in Baltimore how to make it out. You know how long Baltimore been off the map when it comes to people, right? So Baltimore gonna get behind they people, right? So when you looking at this, now what you doing is you taking you gotta, hey, Truth Seeker, you probably have to come back with your real page because I know that's not your real page. I know that's not your real page. That's why you coming in here and asking those questions, Truth Seeker. Y'all gotta pay attention to this stuff, man. These people are backdooring each other left and right for clicks and views. He don't want to beef with Reggie. Reggie wins this one for the simple fact that DDG feel as though that he needs to beef with him, right? So because this person has an opinion, right? And because this person feel as though their moral compass, they don't want people scamming their you created a problem with them because they said they didn't want this. So you like, oh, nah, da-da-da-da-da, tell his girl to hit me up, da-da-da-da-da, this, that, and the third. What type of street code is that? That you tell another nigga girl to hit you up because you okay with her scamming people. So you like, oh, hit me up, girl. Hit me up. I'm cool with you scamming. Fuck him. Bro, that's some weird hating ass shit. And nobody that's out there can justify this just because he got money. That's why all these people out here doing what they doing. And let's not forget, y'all seen the knot out there drinking with that underage kid. Y'all seen that white kid out there drinking with the knot on his live yesterday or whenever the fuck it was, huh? But y'all ain't gonna say nothing about it, huh? Because these people are not real. The fact that he still got that jacket, still wearing that jacket, this ain't a real person. This is not a real person. Yeah. This is not a real person. This is not a real person. Yeah, this is not a real person. I'm sorry, guys. It's not a real person. Somebody that wear a jacket like that, that shit's got to have a smell coming from it. That motherfucker jacket probably stand up by itself. This is not a real person.
I can either play another year or I'm
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? To be honest, like I feel like we stuck in Indian in the cupboard. I feel like I was in a whole different dimension, right? And somebody tethered my spirit to this dimension and brought me into this dimension, like just like that little boy was doing with those toys and Indian in the cupboard. That's what I feel like. I feel like just, send me back. You know what I mean? We should all want to go back. They should have never did magic they did not understand. Whatever they did, they fucked up everything. Like this repeated cycle. And I don't know, maybe it was meant to keep on repeating until we realized it was repeating. Maybe the Incans, the Incas, the Mayans, and the Aztecs, maybe they realized the repeat that was happening in life. Maybe they realized, maybe they recognized the repeat and was like, hey guys, something ain't right. The Greeks and the Romans already did this. You know what I mean? Like to when you dig back into history, like how are we going backwards to look forward? Huh? Yeah, somebody pulled us. Somebody's doing voodoo. This is not the dimension we're supposed to be in. This wasn't the dimension our spirits were supposed to come back to. This wasn't it. Somebody changed up. When I got back into this vessel, it was supposed to feel, with the things, with the knowledge that we left behind to have discipline, so on and so forth. This vessel was supposed to be filled with all of that stuff. When my spirit finally returned to this vessel, it was supposed to happen, but that's not what happened. So that means somebody, crisscrossed some wires, tampered with our operations, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And at this point, I'm just ready to go. I'm like, okay, I see that y'all want this fucked up dimension. I see that y'all want nothing but, whatever it is, lust, greed, gluttony, I mean, they constantly showing us that the bad guy is winning, right? We didn't have a victory in none of this shit. None of this shit. Fucking Young Thug got out. YSL Willie back in. What the fuck? How you gonna put YS Woody back in jail after he was damn near the key witness to the Young Thug thing? He not making it back out. I'm sorry. The Fed, after he humiliated the feds like that, you think the feds about to let YSL Woody back out? Hell nah. Charleston White done told on YSL Woody that he was on there making threats and shit like that, and YSL Woody done violated his conditions, and now he back locked up. Blueface was supposed to get out. September of last year. What the fuck going on with that? Blueface was only supposed to go in and do a quick 364. How the fuck did he get an extended stay? I'm telling y'all, something ain't right. And DeSoto PD, when the fuck is y'all gonna do y'all job and get rid of Jaguar? What the fuck? Shit. Hurry up and give her an evaluation or something. Fucking sick of this shit. Just got these people running rapid on us. They out here just running wild. Pouring baby oil on themselves outside the courthouse. What the fuck? Niggas is out of control. Now Jaguar done lost her page, so she got to build up Set in the West now. She can't really go live on her page because it's probably demonetized. So now she got to build up Set in the West. She got to go over there on Set in the West and build up his page for him, you know, because this ain't about people. This is about money. This became a survival tactics, selling us these different stories, giving us these different scenarios, grifting off of us. They need these stories. They need them, you know. Look, just look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Huh? They can't go outside of these stories. They don't even have not one thing to talk about outside of these stories. You know what? I'm gonna have to go talk to you know, I gotta go to these old folks' homes. I gotta go talk to these, you know. I gotta go talk to these other personas. I gotta go talk to these, you know, higher ups. The higher up, I gotta go talk to our elders. I gotta tell our elderly people stop watching soap operas, like stop watching, you know, As the World Turned and Guiding Light and All My Children, and you know, just stop watching all of that stuff, because obviously the kids done turned their reality into a modern day soap opera or some shit, because this reality is not real. I haven't seen nothing real in this reality since 2013. And that's when they turned on the CERN machine, is in 2012. And since 2013, I have not seen anything fucking real in this verse. I have not seen anything real since like 2013, for real. This shit I think this motherfucker stood still. We've been trapped in some type of CERN vortex or some shit, because there's no way. Look, I want y'all to think about this. Now, tell me this shit don't make sense, right? Tell me this shit don't make sense. Now, watch. When I say this, y'all gonna be like, damn. And I'm gonna make it simple. I ain't even gonna make it complicated, right? I'm not even gonna make it complicated, right? I'm gonna simply say this, right? Watch this. One phrase, one time, right? So you mean to tell me the Pentagon told us aliens was real, and we still arguing over black and white?
They're no threat. When they're fighting with each other.
Fucking alien. Fucking the Pentagon say aliens is real. You think I give a fuck what's white or black now? You think I give a fuck about what's white? The Pentagon told us aliens was real. We don't know how the fuck they about to come looking. And we sitting here talking about black and white? Fuck that. You might have a 6-arm, you know what I'm saying, 2-headed. We don't know what they look like. They told us
it could be just like Men in Black.
I am not about to argue over black and white. I promise you that. I'm not about to argue. Shit. They tell us aliens is real and we still ain't start being nicer to each other. There is a chemical imbalance in our brain. If we still fucking arguing with each other after they told us the aliens is in our ocean. Huh? They told us the aliens is in our ocean and we still talking about something. You better stay on your side of the street. Man, get the fuck. What? The world we live in. The world we live in.
That's why they made Stranger Things to explain it to us a little better.
You know what they shit.
Upside down. Looks just
They tell you aliens exist and we still don't like each other better. The moment they said aliens was real, I was like, you know what? I don't got no problem with y'all no more. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love white, black, Chinese, everybody that I can see. I love you. You got arms, you got legs. Yeah, I love you. But we don't know what the fuck about to come out of that water. We don't know what the fuck about to drop out of the sky. We don't know. So we might as well unite with each other and if the Anunnakis is coming back, if the Sumerian gods is coming back, you motherfuckers better be in a kumbaya moment. If them motherfuckers come back, all y'all better be like, we shall overcome. You motherfuckers better, all y'all better have that Negro spiritual in y'all heart. All y'all motherfuckers better, I'm telling you, if these motherfucking aliens come back, the whole world better be like, kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Man, what? You don't know how these motherfuckers about to walk off. Y'all transgressing and getting mad with people that got better technology. Y'all better pipe the fuck down. Y'all about to get all of us in trouble. These motherfucking aliens might line us all up for the ass whooping. Listen, I'm tired of taking ass whoopings for y'all. You hear me? You hear me? Pipe the fuck down. Get yourself in check. If these motherfuckers step off of these UFOs and shit, talk to them nice. Talk to them nice. You know? You gotta put your motherfucking fingers in the air and say, we come in peace. Or whatever. We welcome you in peace or something. Stop trying to be mad. You doing all of this motherfucking 4th of July shit, trying to throw threats out there to the galaxy by through all these motherfucking explosion celebrations and shit to try to warn them not to come. They coming this year. You could throw all the signs in the motherfucking air you want. The Sumerian gods is coming. They already here. They talking to Trump right now. They like, Trump, it's inevitable.
What was that movie where all those people were standing on the top of the building waiting for
Independence Day.
Yeah. Yep.
For real, man. For all we know, these motherfuckers got the ability to just shift right in front of you. Just mirage on some Dragon Ball Z shit. Just, they already outside of time and dimensions. So obviously they doing more advanced shit than we are, you know? So stop trying to scare people with the motherfucking nuclear weapon. They don't give a fuck. Y'all better pipe down down here on Earth. Realize what the fuck y'all got down here. Shit. Because if something else come along, what y'all gonna do then? Be scared? You already scared. You already scared. What's gonna happen when something else come along? You scared some more. So shit, you better be happy while you can. You know? Skip around this motherfucker knowing that they not here yet. Y'all motherfuckers better start smiling at each other. You better be nice to that cafeteria worker at school. You know what I'm saying? You better stop arguing with them geeks and the jocks and whoever it is that you arguing with. Women, y'all better get right with men. Men, y'all better get right with women. Shit. Y'all fuck around, have to fuck a toad soon or something. You don't know what the fuck coming next. But if they coming to procreate. So y'all better get right. Huh? Because the next thing that come down here, we might be witnessing the moment that the angels thought that the women of man was suitable to take as wives. They might be coming for y'all right now. Huh? Y'all gonna fuck around and end up with a rhinoceros with a human face. I'm telling you. Y'all think this a game? Y'all better be nicer to us. We in the biblical days. The Nephilim fuck around and land down here. We might be at that moment where they thinking like, you know what? Them women down there is looking mighty yumptious. Huh? If the aliens is real, we might be in that moment where they analyzing y'all. They might be looking at us like them men down there ain't good enough for them women. Let's go get them. Y'all gonna be fucking a two-headed toad soon. All right? Y'all wanted all the men gone. The universe about to give y'all something different. Yeah. Y'all asked for it. Now y'all about to get it. Them centaurs about to come back. Huh? Y'all gonna have to get used to a donkey dick. Yeah. Fucking big ass centaurs about to come back and get with y'all. Y'all better hope it ain't the Transformers. That's who y'all better hope it ain't. Y'all better hope it ain't the Transformers coming from the dark side of the moon. You hear me? Shit. Y'all better hope it's some elves or some dwarfs or something that y'all can, because if they come back, you don't know what form they coming back in. Yeah, it might stretch your whole motherfucking insides out. A couple of y'all might not make it the first couple of rounds until y'all figure it out. I'm just saying. Let's be honest. If they think that y'all suitable for wives, we in them times right now. You know what I'm saying? We in them times. Them aliens might be, they might be in the mindset like y'all. They might be looking for something different to hunch on. Shit. The aliens might be searching for something different to hunch on. The aliens might be like, you know what? Let's go hunch on them. They're gonna pop out the motherfucking waters. Ready. They about to take sweep you off your feet to a whole new meaning. When these motherfucking aquamarina felines or whatever the fuck coming back. Some of y'all might end up with a lion. I don't know. Y'all better hope they not described how the Bible described them. Shit, they might have a human head, some wings, and a lion body. Y'all might be out here dating griffins and shit. Y'all better hope it ain't nothing like Star Trek. Some of y'all might end up with some Klingons and shit. You know? I don't know. Because if we going into, some Voyager shit, harassment and bullying, how the fuck am I harassing and bullying? All I got is a backdrop that say Happy 4th of July. TikTok, y'all be doing the most, TikTok. Just chill out. Man, y'all act like it was a bunch of people in the room. There's only 8 people. How y'all stopping my conversation from 8 people? Weirdos. Oh, that's probably crazy. One of them old people I usually follow, spam my account, coming in faking like they cool with me and shit, but they really spamming. It's a bunch of hate groups pretending like they love. There's a bunch of hate groups out there right now that's pretending like they about love. A bunch of Christians out there that's pretending like they about Christ. Out there practicing the ways of the demons. Pretending like they Christ-like. Acting like this whole world is theirs and new nations ain't supposed to be born. Even Christ said there will be one who comes after me. So obviously a nation was going to come after Christ, because if you're looking at Christ as a spirit or energy in this world, then Christ said another energy will come after him. You know what I mean? Because Christ said, like, there will be one after me. Like, Lisa, what the hell is you talking about? Don't start with you. What is you talking about, Lisa? You might even know you. I'm not starting with you. You is not Christ. How Every time I talk about Christ, you make it seem like you got an answer for that. You don't. You don't. Ain't even Christian. Just stop it, Lisa. Damn. You never want to come up for no conversation. Never want to cam up. None of that shit. Well, no, you use a comment section bully. Fuck. Go host a live or something. Like, go. Don't you got a Bible study to get to or some shit? Damn. No, you gotta do something. We gotta get you a new hobby besides stalking me. Fuck. You know how to play spades or something? Damn. Pinochle? Solitary? What's some other one-player games you can play with some cards?
You say one-player game?
Yeah, because obviously she ain't got no friends. She need them one-player game.
They have games now for people who don't have friends.
I know, but they on technology. She don't seem like she technologically advanced. She need a deck of cards. She got to play Pity Pat, Pinochle, shit like that. You know what I mean? Them old games. Lisa want to be heard so bad. But I dropped that motherfucker link to come up. Lisa ain't never gonna come up. Lisa is not Lisa. That is a fictional character. You hear me? We gotta get her a coloring book. Lisa, do you like coloring? Make sure you stay in the lines. Make sure you stay in the lines. I'm trying to tell y'all. And make sure y'all support. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we can say around the history of 4th of July and why it's called 4th of July and everything. You got to remember right now, between July and August, we are in the times of, Augustus Caesar. You know what I mean? Because that's what August and July was. When he changed the calendar, when they changed it back then, they switched up they moved some stuff around so they can fit in July. July is not a real month on the calendar. That came with, August, Augustus, Julius Caesar. So, when you know what times we in, then the situation that's at hand. Some of these people really identity thieves. I just got to be honest with y'all. Some of these people are identity thieves. This goes back to like pagan worshiping days. Like when you go back to Cleopatra and the false bloodline that she created with Julius Caesar in order for us to have the story, Jesus Christ, right? When you go back to that of the false bloodline, this was a Venus bloodline. That's why it's like the Venus flytrap and all of that stuff, because these were the blood eaters. These were the identity thieves. Not all of us operate on eating blood. Some of us actually can take in the sun and actually go through a solar synthesis process that, gives us food and fuel from the sun. But we got to put the right stuff in our body. Like, how plants take in water, and then that water goes through a photosynthesis and it turns that water into food, and then so on and so forth, right? Our bodies do that same thing, but we got to put fructose in our body, or H3O2. See, when we put H2O in our body, right? We are actually, our body has to turn that H2O into H3O, right? So our body has to turn that water that we're putting in our body into actual living water, live water. So that's why gorillas and apes They don't drink water. All their water comes from the fruits that they eat. You're not supposed to drink water. Well, okay, let me not say that because then it's going to be misinformation. There's a different type of water that we can drink that comes from fruits and vegetables. Like there was a time where they say we might have had chloropods on our back. There was a time where we didn't swallow our food. We actually just like took the juices from it and then got rid of the meat. Like we actually didn't eat, like we just chewed it up in our mouth and got all the juices and stuff from it. And then we just we got rid of the rest of it. Now we actually have the technology to take care of our body better, and we're not doing it. Before they had to use a lot of that stuff, right? Before they had to, learn this, learn that. Now we actually have the technology to support a better control over our, lower vibrational frequencies or lower half, right? And we lack the control. We are lacking the discipline to have control over the vessel. And it's okay to say that we lack discipline. It just leaves us with room for improvement. When you lack discipline, it's not to say you're faulty. It's not to say you're broken. It just means that we all got room for improvement, and we need to start improving on that. You said y'all Independence Day was July 1st. And ours is the 4th, ironically. Y'all had to be independent before we can be independent, because that's how it all comes down. This it's from England, so it actually that's why our system is broken down into marine laws, because when you look at the marine laws, you see the trick that was played, right? So anybody that is birthed, they coming in the operation of marine laws. This is how they snuck us into this system, right? So now the operation of the water is tied around your currency, your social security number, and everything. And you don't even know that is a operation of how, the queen snuck us in under operation of it. So we think we're independent, but due to the operation of marine laws, we're actually all still owned by, do you get what I'm saying? Because of the social security number. The social security number is under admiralty laws. That's why it refers to the book of Revelations. Revelation 17, Mystery Babylon. Babylon is the body. Mystery Babylon. We've been fighting for this vessel for so long. We've been fighting for the vessels of mankind for so long. Y'all wouldn't even understand how long these fights for the vessel of mankind been going on. This is like, because since time don't exist, everything is happening all at the same time. So your past, your present, and your future is all happening right now. Because time doesn't exist. Why do you think they tell you ghosts get stuck in repeated cycles? Why do you think they tell you if something, real heinous happened to someone, they can get stuck in that? Why do you think they came out with the movie 13 Ghosts? Go watch it. Go watch the movie 13 Ghosts, and you'll get the understanding of it greater now in this Aquarius sky. You'll get the understanding of 13 Ghosts greater now that we're at the 13th lunar cycle. You'll understand it more now of how these people have been searching for the right light to snuff out in order to open the gates of hell. So this is the 13th lunar cycle, and they're searching for the right personas to snuff out in order to open the gates of hell. But you have to do it yourself, though. You have to take yourself out for them. It's like Constantine, like the movie Constantine. That's why they came out. That's why they about to come out with another Constantine. Why you think they just now coming out with another Fantastic Four? Why you think they about to drop another Fantastic Four movie the 28th of this month? Why you think that? Talking about Galactia, the person that's following Silver Surfer around, right? They say every planet that Silver Surfer goes to, right, that it's a galaxy destroyer behind the Silver Surfer, trying to get the power that is in that surfboard, right? So this is where they show you the person that is following him, which is Galactia. She's like the beginning and the end, or so on and so forth. So it's like that Lilith, the destroyer, has come, right? And Earth got to fight that off now. They're tying it to the galactic wars that's going on. So all these stories are now coming out because it's like, think about us getting more books to the archives of what is, but in reality, we just gonna play it out in movies for you, right? So all these different movies are showing you different variations of what is, always was, and always will be. So this is how they trick the universe. So in the universe, it looks like they're giving full disclosure. It looks like they're telling us the truth about this world, right? But in reality, they're not. And if you really look at the Fantastic Four is based off of the elements, right? The Fantastic Four is actually based off the elements, the same as Captain Planet, right? When your powers combine, I am Captain Planet, right? So Fantastic Four is the four elements coming together, right? And then you have the fifth element, which is us, mankind, spirit, soul, right? The thinking place, the brain, right? So they're showing you this without showing you this, right? They're giving it to you without giving it to you, you know? So when you looking at everything that is, always was, always will be, and let's take a moment and listen to some music because it's about to be 11:11. So I need everybody to just have positive thoughts right now. Positive thoughts. Everybody type something positive in the comment section. Real quick, everybody take the time. It's 1 minute. You got 50 seconds left. Type something positive. Type something positive.
Why do you deny me? You chose the lie created for you just to hide in. Why obsessed about surviving? Fighting over creation made for all to thrive in. When love speaks, you say you're listening. I wonder if you hear me. Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love. Was your heart ever my home? So cold that chaos sits on your throne. Stuck in a loop for how long? Your pride convinced the right is wrong. When I speak, you say you're listening. When will you ever hear me? Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love, love is love. Always is, always was, will always be just love. Always complete, always enough. Love is love. Was your heart ever my home? So cold that chaos sits on your throne.
Damn. Stuck in this loop for how long?
How long? Your pride convinced that
Right
right
is
is wrong. When I speak, you say you're listening. When will
have a beautiful day, beautiful start of it. I hope it just starts. I hope it just gets better. You know, you know. Go out there and be great on purpose. You know. Man, there's so much negative in this world, man. Our youth thrives on it, and the older people don't care about it. So, like, it's hard. Like for people like me, like you guys, some of you guys, the people that's in here and understand, low vibrations and how this world works and the manipulation of it. Like, it's almost like, sometimes it weighs on us because it's like we're stuck in between a rock and a hard place. You know, when they finally find out how spiritual we are, it's like they try to strip everything away from us, right? They'll start, manipulating our finances, so on and so forth. Why? All because this was something that was put in play before I even was in this vessel. My social security number tells more about me than I even know, right? They know what blood you got. They know what bloodline you come from. They know what family you come from. They know which ones is going to be fuck ups in this world and which ones is actually trying to change the world. And that's why you can't see good people making it. That's why you don't see positivity in this world because they already got you lined up. They're placing you in families. I kept on trying to figure out, like, damn, why am I still in foster care? Why am I still in the foster system? Why am I still getting moved from place to place to place to place? It's because they always want me to feel like I don't belong down here. It's nothing that I can do. It's nothing that you can do. It's always put in place to make you feel like you don't belong. And it don't matter how much love you show, how much compassion you show, or how much they take from you, they're always going to make you feel like you don't belong. Some of them set you up for it, invite you over, make it seem like they got the best for you. But really, they waiting for that moment to say, nah, see, I knew you wasn't supposed to be here, right? I mean, people do that to you in this world. I knew it was a reason why I didn't like you. What? So this whole time you really was just looking for a reason not to like me. And I'm over here doing everything in my power to make sure that you like me. This whole time you was searching for a reason not to like me. A lot of people in this world searching for a reason not to like you. And they're just waiting for your actions to reflect the person that they want you to be. They're not seeing you for who you are. They don't care who you are. They're not seeing you for they're not seeing that. They don't care. Right? A lot of people want you to be who they want you to be. They want you to stay in the ideal image that they want you to stay in. I used to try to figure out, like, why is there so many addicts in this world? It's because a lot of those addicts got people around them that want them to stay an addict. They feel a lot comfortable with you being an addict. They feel like their life ain't that bad when they got addicts around them. When they the only sober one in the situation. When they the only it's people out there that do that. It's people out there that'll put themselves around ugly people just so they can be the prettiest one in the bunch. It's people that put themselves around fuck up so they can look like the friend that know it. You know what I mean? Like, y'all ain't paying attention to the world that we live in. Ain't nobody putting themselves around better. That's why Ray J and people like Christian Rock still sit there and eat like animals, talk with their mouth open, all of that stuff. Why you think all the money they got and their manners or mannerisms hasn't improved? Why you think that? Why do you think that? Huh? Why do you think half of these elites sit there and go live and start gorging on food, eating like animals with their hands, drinking, having full conversations with their mouth open and all of that stuff? Why do you think they do that? Huh? Why? You think you think these are the people that's reading books and trying to learn proper etiquette, not to put their elbows on the table, learn what a soup spoon is and everything on the table. You think they really trying to raise their self up in a dignified manner or not? No, they farting on each other necks. You know, these are the people that's farting under the covers and oh bomb, oh that's real love when you can smell my farts. And this is what these people do. And it's just crazy because it's like a over excessive amount of them in the world. That's why the universe is intervening right now, because we have dropped consciousness to an all-time low. You guys think that this is happening because conscious rose in this world? Tell me, what kid is thinking right now? Huh? Be honest with yourself. What kid is thinking right now? None of them. Not none of them. Why? Because they just gonna go to Google. They just gonna look it up in the search bar. Look at Maggie. Maggie yesterday literally said Danny was born in 1989. She said she was born in 1989. I don't know what age she is. What the fuck? What the? If you know when somebody was born, then you can figure out their age based off of what year it is right now. She was born 1989. I don't know how old she. What? And this is what I want to say. I want y'all to really, really think about this, right? Maggie's 35. She's 35, right? 35. That means she was born in 1989. Right?
Unless she lied about her age, and that's why she doesn't know. How would you not know?
Think about that. What year you have to be born in to be 35?
Yeah.
Depending on your birthday, you looking at 89 or 88 now. Because I'm 6 years, 1990. So Maggie was born 1990, right? And Danny Robinson was born 1989, right? But she didn't know in her mind that she's 1 year older than her. And she's on here saying she got 27 years of education and she's smart as hell. How the fuck couldn't you do the math on that? And this person's birth year is only 1 year outside of yours. She say, I don't know. She's born 1989. I don't know how old she is. What?
That means she's lying about her age.
That means she's dumb as hell.
That's
That means she's dumb as hell.
I know.
Because think about it. If somebody said somebody was born in 1985, automatically I'm going to be like, oh yeah, they 1 year older than me. If somebody say they born in 1983, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm 1 year older than them. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. If you say somebody's birthday that close to your birth year and you still can't do the math in your head of how old they are, you still looking in your comment section waiting for Plotter to tell you. You can see her face looking in the comment section, waiting for somebody to do the math for her. That's how dependent she is on the people in her comment section. That's why I read body language. That's why I don't like dealing with people, is because I'm reading your body language and you know what I'm saying? Because her body language is saying uneducated. An educated person would have cleaned up their house. An educated person goes out and learns how to drive. It's common sense. I got to get to places. I can't depend on nobody else. How she's sitting there telling everybody that her family depends on her and she can't even drive. My family is depending on me. I take care of my whole family. You can't even go grocery shopping. You can't even drive. My family depends on me. Everything, my family depends on me. I am doing everything for my family. They is depending on me, and I don't even have a license. The what? I wish I would. I wish I would. But look, it was some great conversations that was in this little hour and 46 minutes. So I want to capture those conversations that was in this hour and 46 minutes. We're going to take maybe a 45-minute break, maybe a 30-minute break, but I'm chilling with y'all all day. So that way we can, you know what I'm saying, bring some traction to the page and get some people over here. We'll go live over on TikTok on 3 different pages and get everybody from TikTok to come over to Ralph the Wise on YouTube. And we just going to build. We're going to focus on us. We still going to talk shit about her because that's the algorithm that we in. But we pushing towards better things, okay? We pushing towards better things. We're going to try to focus on building our page, building things around us. We know that these people are not going to stop mentioning us, especially this one that's mentioning us right now. She's trying to, put everybody in some little bubble to try to make it seem like so many people is against her, but I want y'all to really think about this. Everybody else is acting on their own validity, right? Danny, myself, OKP, we're acting on our own validity, right? So the only common thing is this person that attacked all of us, right? That is the only common thing that we have in common. We're not on the back end making up no plans, so on and so forth. But when someone else is operating like that, they think other people are operating like that, right? So the reason why she thinks other people is operating like that is because she's operating like that. And she been operating like that. Even when she was with Jag, she used to say that they had, back end phone call conversations. See, one thing that the apology tour did teach us is, right, if you go back and you go watch Maggie during that apology tour, she told on herself. She told on herself so much during that apology tour, right? She told everything that her and Jag and them was doing, all the back end conversations, all the deflecting that they were doing, all right, we're going to go and tell this and we're going to paint this to the public. So in that mindset right there, it's telling you that they were literally having back end conversations on how to trick the public. If that's not enough right there, right? Half the time, you guys don't even know when I'm going live. I don't even know when I'm going live. I'll be sitting here. I'll be like, man, I'm just going to start a live. That's why it's always like an hour or 40 minutes, 30 minutes. We be in the Discord board. I'll be like, well, let's go live, guys, right? So when you got somebody who's actually genuine, right, and just actually bringing y'all originality, right, you're not going to have a schedule for originality, right? These people got to put themselves in certain characters. That means they're not genuinely their self. This is the image that you're seeing of them is not their natural image, right? They're not in their natural environment. When that camera is off, it's almost like, all right, cut, guys, back to, you get what I'm saying? We, on the other hand, authentic, right? It's no back end group. There's no Discord meetings before the live. We're not scheduling nothing. Nobody even knows what I'm going to play, what I'm going to do. It's not like somebody's on the backstage waiting for a moment to come up. You never see me schedule any interviews with nobody. You don't see me reaching out to nobody to try to get them to come over to the page and build. Like, it's just me. It's just we. It's just us. The Atlas family, right? That's it. We going from YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, right? And we're pulling in collective people. Slowly but surely, we pulling in collective people. Now, on TikTok, we do pull in a higher level of intellectual people because the pages that I have built over there was based off of conspiracy theories, talking about, flat earth, round earth, gravity, different stuff like that. So those people are more so on that side of things. All the pages that I build on TikTok, the 35K page, the 22K page, the 17K page, the 10K page, I think it's a 15K page, whatever. All those pages that I built, it's in the conspiracy community. You know what I mean? So yeah, all of this stuff is like all of the people that's over there, they're coming for the intellect, they're coming for the knowledge. They always tell me like, yo, get back to talking about this or get back to talking about that, you know what I mean? And so that's where we're on our way to. We're on our way to building and growing around that as far as the homesteads, as far as everything that we got going on. You guys see the level of conversation that comes from those groups when I start a live over there and people actually come up in the box and everything like that. You guys see and hear the conversations, the mental of some of these, personas or whatever. And everything like that. You're actually seeing like how they're coming, how they're approaching, intellect and knowledge. Like everybody's in a fight, to show, whatever they're trying to show. They're trying to show different levels of that, right? So they're like challenging intellect. Everybody's battling for who's intellectual, who's not, who's smart, who's not. And then all the elites that got money, you can see their different levels of trolling, right? All of them are like looking at Orlando Brown and they're seeing how Orlando Brown is going viral, so on and so forth. And they're taking that, that's why, Nikki asked Ray J if he was taking the Orlando Brown effect, like if he was just going to get online and say a bunch of crazy stuff for clout, like Orlando Brown. And sure enough, that's what he's doing, right? So this is a tactic. That way, this gives him two things. One, he can try to plead insanity. If anything comes back his way, he can just make it seem like, he was insane or whatever, right? That's one thing that he's doing, right? Or two, he can basically tell his truth and it'll be looked at as like, some, oh man, here he goes saying some crazy shit again, right? So Ray J can get off with telling his truth, and also get away with it because now he can say, man, I just say that stuff just for clicks and views. And that's why I said I was going to go into the Diddy trial with no clothes on for clicks and views and da. That, nah, bro, you implemented in this Diddy shit. You, a lot of these different characters that you see, they not real. They not real. That's why he switched the script. If you go see Ray J on TMZ asking Ray J like, so what's your take on Diddy with the verdict of Diddy? He tried to switch it up and be like, oh, he should be acquitted on all charges. He should get out on all charges. Yeah, Ray J, of course. Now that you know Diddy coming home and getting out, yeah, I bet you are going to play friends now. I bet you are going to play cool now. But you and Wack 100 set it up so that way y'all can get clout off of the shit that was happening. And that way y'all can, that's why they started going after Jay-Z and Diddy's clients. Why you think, he hit up Nicki Minaj after the whole title thing fell. All of a sudden, Ray J like, yo, let me be your OPPTT platform. Yeah, I'm talking about digital stuff. I'm talking about technician. I'm talking about Ray J. You is a R&B singer, right? Is he not? Is Ray J not an R&B singer? I ain't never seen Ray J go to ITT Technical College. Was he doing that thing with Romeo? Was he going to ITT? You know what I'm saying? Did he go to that P. Diddy college? Huh? Because I ain't see Ray J take no classes. In fact, he just now learning like the whole streaming thing, putting up like the stream, learning how to move around on the internet and everything like that, learning Windows and whatever the case may be. So Ray J, like, how you sitting out here perpetrating, making it seem like you some type of, tech, and you gonna help her, whatever. That's why I say it's all fake. It's all a cover up. That boy, he is a extortionist at best, right? Because that's who they go send. They send Ray J to go pick up this. Ray J, go drop this off. Ray J, go pick this up. That's why he's a flunky for a whack. When shit hit the fan, they just gave Ray J the. That's what they say. That's why Ray J say when shit hit the fan, nobody was there but the homie whack, right? Because that's who they put him under. Like, well, here you go. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't got no more use for him. Here you go. Y'all got him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ray J, clucking and on every stuff. On every stuff, Ray J, you know what I'm saying? On every stuff. And that's why I say, like, this reality ain't real because y'all refuse to open y'all eyes to see it, right? And that's why they always laugh and play in our face. That's why they play in our face. That's why I said we need Nicki Minaj over here, bringing some light to some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying, like, let's get Nicki Minaj over here. You know what I'm saying? And let's see. That's who I would have a conversation with and actually, look at and say, you know what? Okay. Because the discernment has to be upon the person's character that you're dealing with, right? We looking for truth. We looking for honesty. The people who we got right now, they not giving us that. They clout chasers. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Ray J say, what does it matter what hole a man is putting it in as long as he coming to work every day and doing his job? That's the type of shit Ray J say, right? That's, you know what? The way that's saying is like, he's saying we might as well go, never mind. But yeah, I see why they never let Ray J make it. His level of conversation, his level of conversation doesn't even entail anything that says intellect, right? I don't think Ray J is capable of having an intellectual conversation. I just don't think he's capable of having an intellectual conversation because everything he says leads back to fornication. That's why women don't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got him sitting there. Oh shit.